Dog.
What did you just watch?
My Little Pony. Friendship is not racism, preferably.
I just watched a My Little Pony G5 movie.
I don't know, some shit. I'm kidding. I just watched My Little Pony, New Generation G5.
I just watched a cute pony movie with one extra dimension.
The rebooting of My Little Pony. And it was decent. It was not bad.
I watched the birth of a new empire, a new generation, literally. G5, here we go.
My Little Pony, a new generation.
The new movie 2021. Generation 5 has begun.
We just watched the Netflix adaptation of My Little Pony. Not even a joke this time, for real.
A really fun introduction to a new entry in the franchise. It was getting to know, or at least meet the characters.
Generation 5 of My Little Pony, and it's crazy to me to think that I have seen over 222 episodes of My Little Pony.
What were your overall thoughts on the movie?
It was good. It feels more like, hey, we're broadening our horizons again. These jokes are not it's still kid stuff, don't get me wrong.
I went in with very low expectations, to be completely honest. I went in thinking that it wasn't going to be any good, and I was so pleasantly surprised by it. And that's not just because I thought OG5 was bad. I usually am very pessimistic when I watch movies and things like that.
It was really damn good. Like, I am genuinely surprised at how good that was. Like, I was not bored once through the entire thing, and that is a big deal to me. Like, it's only 90 minutes, but it felt shorter than that. Like, I really did love the characters.
It was a good movie. I did enjoy it.
It was a delight. Like, I actually really liked the movie. I thought a lot of the topics that it handled were very well done. And there aren't many complaints.
Jokes that are just like funny to me, as opposed to jokes that I just like, but were not jokes for me. Does that make sense? There is a distinction. It did what it wanted to do very well. It didn't feel like it cut corners. A whole pretty art style and make sure everything looks good and is high fidelity, high quality, and looks great and is great and sounds good and has good songs. The songs are all good. I have very few qualms with this movie.
I was really enjoying it right up until the ending. The movie sets up a lot of interesting things that raises many questions, but I feel like the end failed to deliver on what I thought was a great beginning and middle. It's just, as soon as they leave Bridalwood and just happen to run into the Queen, my suspension of disbelief is lost, and it gets worse and worse as more and more unexplained things happen. I gotta believe the ending was changed last minute or something, because the first half of the movie had good pacing and really held my interest.
I like the movie a lot. It is simple in terms of its story, but there's a lot to like in it.
It was formulaic. It was enjoyable, but formulaic. We knew it was going to be formulaic. It set up a bunch of stuff that we're going to find out later in the series.
So when the movie first came out on release day, I was very excited to see it, and I watched it once, and then I took a shower, because I watched it immediately after I woke up, and then I took a shower, and I was thinking about like the songs and everything, and then I watched it again with friends on Discord, and then I watched it again with my dad that night, and then I watched it again with another friend on Discord. So I watched it 4 times in the same day when it came out. So yeah, I do like it a lot. I'm very excited for this generation because of like how strongly it started.
I thought it was a decent film. I mean, I liked the previous My Little Pony movie more, but I feel like that had the benefit of having characters that we already knew. Mm-hmm. So that was, what was working against this movie, is that it's introducing new characters, and that can be difficult to do, but I feel like they handled it fairly well. I feel like there could have been more like character beats. I feel like especially Pip is kind of like the one person out of this whole group of ponies that really just didn't get a lot. Overall, I thought it was a decent film. I enjoyed myself. Yeah, it was cute.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was fun. The 3D animation, I was like, is it gonna be kind of weird? I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not. But just the entire film, great vibes. The characters were interesting, they were fun. If they felt familiar while also fresh. They didn't fall back too hard on G4 as a crutch. but more of a springboard. They're able to identify what worked well in G4, and it seems like they're trying to channel that energy into G5 while also trying to do something different. I'm here for it. It's very good.
This movie was up against a different challenge than the My Little Pony movie from Friendship is Magic, in that not only did it have to establish new characters, it essentially was establishing a new world. When you fast forward in time like this, you're reestablishing everything.
Yeah.
And I liked it. There's some things that I still have a lot of questions about.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I was happy with the characters. It's a new time. Yeah, we're seeing technology and whatnot in it, but I don't mind the tech.
Yeah.
I don't mind the technology at all. So I'm good with it. As we've learned from Generation 4, sometimes not getting answers to everything is okay. You know, it'll add to the lore, whether it's fanon or canon.
What I'm more concerned about is how the movie raises so many questions and doesn't answer any of them, and that's on top of all the questions we had coming from G4 that were also not answered. So, like, if they don't care about this logic stuff, that's going to be a problem for me in the future. But it's a big unicorn. But that I think it's also intentional that they avoid some of these questions. I think they're leaving it open-ended for the staff or whoever it is working on the show to fill in all the blanks and finish establishing the world. I think the movie's meant to be simple.
Like many people, I have the question in the back of my mind, what happened? What happened to Twilight's reign? When did this schism occur? What was the fate of our favorite ponies from G4? But this is not the movie to answer that. This is the movie to set up the new world, introduce these characters, and establish a sort of status quo. Then perhaps we'll get to explore. But I don't want questions of the past generation detracting from my enjoyment of this current generation.
I enjoyed the movie overall, but that ending was really quite disappointing. And not because of the alicorn thing, that doesn't bother me. I can't enjoy a movie if the story doesn't make sense or if it feels forced. We'll probably have to wait for the series to give us more answers, but I'm eager to see more, so I guess the movie did its job in that regard.
I thought it was sweet. I thought the animation was absolutely beautiful. Good message. Albeit overdone. People clearly aren't getting it, so it's a message that needs to be repeatedly knocked into people's heads, which is the idea that maybe some of the people you think are evil are not, and bigotry and fear is one of the things that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. One faction attacks another faction, and they're killing each other, and neither of them are bad, but each thinks the other is bad, and so each is afraid, and they preemptively attack, and I mean, that happens a lot in history. You know, people can watch a movie like this and really agree with the message, and then someone comes around and says, oh yeah, well, you know, this person isn't evil, and they go, no, you're so stupid. These people are evil. They need to become like me, and then I'll accept them. That's not the freaking point. You don't accept people because they're exactly like you. That's easy. The difficult part is accepting people who are different from you. And I'm not just talking about race and skin color. I'm talking about opinions and ideas and beliefs. Obviously, you don't want to accept somebody who wants to kill you, but guess what? Most people don't want to kill you.
What did you like about the movie?
All of the things I was prepared to dislike actually ended up being pretty good.
Obviously, the animation is absolutely gorgeous.
G5's animation looks great.
Making these 3D designs, making them cute and appealing.
The visuals were all very, very pretty. It looks very good.
The environments that they built as well, like especially Bridalwood looks really pretty with all the trees and stuff.
It's incredible that individual hairs of the ponies are rendered. It's almost comedic how completely opposite it is to the simple Flash animation.
The environments, the colors, everything artist related was very good.
I really like the looks that we have here of the characters. Like you said, the textures.
Yeah.
I appreciate that felty type look that the ponies have.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed, like you said, the settings that they're put into.
The animation was great. Loved it. Very well done. They did an excellent job.
Overall, it executed its animation exceedingly well.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And it was funny. I really liked the Angry Mob song. It was very funny. And I liked the song in Fluttershy's Cottage.
I loved the songs.
The songs were all very good.
In the context of the song or of the movie and everything, I was jamming out, especially Mob, the Mob song.
The songs are really good. In some cases, I would even say better than some G4 songs, which I know some people are going to say is blasphemous, but like the songs are really, really good. That's something that I really liked about the movie, and I really like the messaging behind the movie. The movie itself is talking a lot about like empathizing with other like kinds of creatures or whatever. It does it really, really well.
I think there are really only a handful or so of environments, and they'd populate them differently and light them differently to make it seem like there was way more. So there was this creative restriction, probably budgetary, but it made the movie so much more focused and smart with its resources. I think that's the thing I like the most about it, actually.
How it kind of keeps the torch of FIM alive with how it's written.
I really liked how G4 aspects were implemented. They were kind of sprinkled throughout a good chunk of the movie, and I really, really liked how you could see all the little nods. It was really, really nice and really, really well done. Like I appreciated that.
I like that they didn't throw the entirety of 10 years of Friendship is Magic in the trash. I like that. I like that they used the same world. I like that the main 6 are heroes and legends and all of that. Hopefully the ponies of today find out about their history and everything is happening.
The people who worked on the project were very passionate and just enjoyed it. Like you can just see that. And I love when I can see content like that, when you can see that the people who are making it are enjoying it as much as we are.
The slapstick with Sprout was like it always worked.
I enjoyed the humor in this. I didn't feel like this movie tried too hard.
Yeah.
In any of the areas that we're going into. Like it just felt like it had a good balance.
I enjoyed the plot, I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the new characters. I'm surprised that I like all of them.
The characterizations were all good. There was like healthy dynamics between the characters.
The characters themselves are fun, even if they're not explored too deeply here. I think that can be a good thing, because it makes me want to see more, of course.
Characters are written really well. This is a really, really strong introduction to these new characters. And of course I want to see more of them.
The characters were fun, interesting, engaging. I enjoyed them. I thought like, wow, Zip is like a more palatable, whatever, a more tolerable Rainbow Dash. I enjoyed that. Enjoyed her.
I'm wearing my pinky shirt right here, but Izzy and a lot of the other characters seem like a better version of some of the main 6. And I know that's also going to sound kind of blasphemous, but I still love the main 6 a lot. Like I have my Twilight plushie right here, but like Sunny and Izzy and Zip, they all seem like, you know, improved versions of the characters we got before, which is exciting. I'm excited to see what they're like in the show and the specials that they're going to have coming up.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie a lot. It definitely exceeded my expectations, and I think I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Friendship is Magic's movie, because Friendship is Magic, you know, you hold it to higher standards, you need certain things from it, and I feel like Friendship is Magic's movie was just bloated and annoying, but G5 is laser focused.
It's across the board. I'm just like, this was a good film. From stories to visuals to characters to the dialogue, they were able to capture the energy of G4 and do something different with G5, and I enjoyed it.
What did you dislike about the movie?
You know, the movie had me on the hook. I was so eager to learn more, and I wanted to see where it would go, but then it disappoints by not really going anywhere, and especially not by answering any of our questions. I mean, we had questions coming out of G4, of course, but the movie even presents plenty of its own. I mean, it's like we know less about this world now than before the movie came out. I'm a details guy. I like fiction that develops world building and rules and sticks to those rules. Everything we know about G5 so far is vague and unexplained. We don't know how far into the future this is. We don't know what happened to the cutie marks. We don't know why the magic was lost. We don't even know why it came back, really. We spend so much time with Sunny that we barely know the rest of the characters or see the rest of the world, and I don't know. I might be a nitpicker, but there's a lot of major things I think the movie just completely ignores. I'm not saying these details ruin the movie or anything like that, but the very foundation of the movie, the idea that these ponies are separated and the magic's gone and how the magic comes back, all that stuff is complete mysteries. And those are things I think I was the most eager to learn about. Personally, I think G5 should have been a clean slate. Just completely ignore G4, brand new start, brand new people, brand new characters, brand new everything. It's even a brand new company now with Entertainment One. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I wish it could have been all brand new.
I think actually the only real complaint I have, I didn't necessarily like Sunny that much. And it's not like she's a bad character, but it's kind of like how I am with Steven Universe. I'm not necessarily a fan of Steven. I'm a fan of literally everyone else around him. And that's kind of what happened with Sunny. It happened with Twilight too, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe I just don't like main characters.
The biggest nitpick that I could give in terms of just the overall impact of the movie is the lack of Pip. And I'm pretty sure that this has been a universal sentiment from a lot of the people I've talked to, is that Pip didn't have enough screen time to really show who she really is outside of her influencer role.
Pip got shortchanged. She has no internal conflict. We never really get a chance to see inside her head. Like Hitch, she's benefiting from this status quo, her position. There's no reason for her to want change if it benefits her so much. But she gets on board, and I'm never sure of when she has that realization.
There is potential, because we did get that one moment. So we know that there is good in her, and there's potentially a lot of cool things we can learn about her and all that, but we didn't get to see a lot of that in this movie, and that's kind of disappointing.
Sunny never has a chance to challenge herself, nor does Pip. They both are in this state of kind of a light switch morality. They flip very quickly, and it's hard to recognize when that took place.
I wouldn't really call this a dislike, but I was a little sad to see that everything that Twilight worked for was kind of gone.
The allegory was so comically on the nose that it was distracting. You can have a kid's movie try and divorce it from real world subjects and make a movie about something that you don't want to actually draw a connection to real life problems, because it's supposed to be an escapist fantasy world. No kid would ever notice, but I, an adult, did notice, and it distracted me slightly. It's minor. It's a minor point.
It's a little too formulaic, and it could have used another half an hour to flesh out some stuff.
Once is a red herring, twice is now distracting from the conclusion. I found the climax of this movie to be disappointing, because they're still leaning into the whole we have to unite the crystals thing. In doing so, the group splits. For a movie about having everyone come together in friendship, they're splitting the cast.
I couldn't tell you a single lyric in that one that Pip sings. I'm like,
yeah.
That ending. Really, I feel like it didn't drive home the point properly. I mean, you have the leaders coming together, but the rest of the country, we've seen 3 locations. They don't know what's going on. We don't know what the rest of Equestria is like. It feels like trying to convince only a handful when you need to bring the whole together. So I think that spark of magic is needed, but not the entire solution.
The whole bit with Sprout as the villain just felt low stakes.
it seems very low stakes where this whole time they're building up to being there might be we don't want to start another war with all these, different ponies. I feel like it was going in that direction, and then all of a sudden it was just no, it's just everybody else is cool. Sprout's not.
And the fact that they just sat there and still kind of coddled him.
Yeah.
They're like, honey, stop, put the toy away. It's he's fucking destroying someone's house right now. Can we, come on?
The movie's still enjoyable for its performances, the animation, the music, and the cute little moments and stuff. I just wish they could have given us a little more substance to cling on to, Friendship is Magic was meant to be a dumb toy commercial, but even that was brave enough to establish the world in the first few seconds of the show, and that lore became the backbone which fans still rely upon to this very day, more than 11 years later. Maybe it'll all be fine in the future, maybe G5 series will be really good and give us a bunch of answers and stuff, but I personally think the movie alone, on its own, it's just an above-average kids flick. It could have been so much more, and that's kind of disappointing to me.
Nothing. I thought it was great. The only thing I can say, I guess there's a few moments where I'm like, it's racism again. That's the villain.
No, and I generally like the film. I can't think of anything. Sprout at the end was a bit weird, but that's what you got to do. But I enjoyed the movie all the way through. I can't say I have anything wrong to think about it.
Any kind of hesitation comes from me wondering what's going to happen with the TV show. Is it going to be the same caliber as the movie? It's going to be 3D animated. That's where my hesitations come in, where I'm like, what's next? That's where I'm really we'll start to judge it.
It's very hard for me to find anything I dislike about the movie because I like it so much. I've seen it so many times now. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess that it felt like I just wanted more. That's really all I can think of, is that I just wanted more of it after it was over. So, that's really the only thing I dislike about it. Like, I love this movie a lot.
Who was your favorite character?
Izzy is too obvious of a choice, but yeah, I liked Izzy a lot. Izzy is very cute and funny and did good jokes and was very, very energetic, fun character, and yes, I liked Izzy.
She's just fun, upbeat, friendly, not oblivious. I know some folks will be tempted to compare her to Pinkie Pie, but while Pinkie was a fully accepted eccentric, Izzy is the rejected eccentric. She's the one who's probably most vulnerable in this movie, saying that she's never gotten to try things with friends. The fact that she's willing to go way outside the safety area to meet friends because clearly she doesn't have any at home.
Izzy is like this hybrid of all these different parts from like Pinkie, and then you have like obviously the unicorn aspect, but then she's kind of an Avenger, so she kind of has Twilightism. She's so pure, like she's just so pure. Kimiko Glenn, I think, is the VA for Izzy. She did such a good job.
I really liked Izzy. I loved her personality. She was funny and adorable and peppy.
Izzy wins. Congratulations.
Best pony, Sunny. Sunny, I don't know. I just love how smug she was and how determined she was to just get shit done and just really go after it and just be that go-getter and stuff like that. And the fact she got the superpowers at the end and went Super Saiyan, I love it. I love this entire film. I think it was just a fun experience all the way through.
I feel like I'm probably tied between Sunny and Hitch.
Oh.
But I do also, I think Zip kind of surprised me.
Who is your favorite character? And why?
Zip as a character really intrigues me, and I can't wait to see what they do with her in the series.
I don't know if I'm gravitating towards Zip because of some of the Rainbow Dash similarities.
Yeah.
But she does kind of have the tomboy thing going for her.
Yeah.
I also was pleasantly surprised by kind of her attitude. She carries a lot more like arrogance in some of the promo material.
Yeah.
Like that, that pose like Here she was just like, what's up? All right, let's go. I'm down to help, like, immediately.
Zip is like if Dash was competent. I love Dash, but she's stupid sometimes, and that's why I love her. But Zip seems to be more confident, or not confident, but more sure of herself. Like, she's like, oh, these are the things I need to do. This is what I love that. And I just, I like her as a character too. Like, Izzy and Zip. Those are my two, but they're not my OTP. They're not my OTP.
Balloon Guy's best G5 pony, no contest. No, for real, I don't feel like I can pick a favorite character just yet, because I feel like I don't know any of them yet. I don't have a favorite. I like different things about different characters, but no one pony is a favorite of mine just yet.
I don't think I can choose. To be fair, I wasn't able to choose for G4 as well, so, I mean, I guess it's not too surprising for me that I can't choose. I have to abstain from an answer. I'm sorry, Race. I can't answer that. I can't pick a favorite.
To be fair, though, I'm still trying to pick a favorite main 6 pony, so it might be another decade before I have one from G5.
My favorite character was probably Hitch, I think. He was fun. I thought it was fun seeing him being like, I'm the sheriff, and I gotta protect people, and then see him kind of get transformed throughout the film, where he's like, well, I guess unicorns and Pegasi aren't that bad. Well, maybe not Hitch. Izzy's pretty great, but I feel like everybody's probably saying Izzy. I like how bubbly and cute she is. And then I like that Pip is like small. She's tiny and kind of got a little bit of like a fiery side of her, while also being like, hey guys, it's your girl. They're all fun. I enjoy all the characters.
I do love Izzy. Izzy Moonbow is my favorites. I do like the other characters a lot, though. Like, I don't dislike any of them. That's something that I didn't really have with G4. I do love all of the ponies in G4, as far as like the main characters go. But there weren't any characters that were like, oh, I hate that character. For this, it was like, oh yeah, I like can relate to a lot of these different characters, and I like Izzy the most. She's very fun. She's like a toned down Pinkie. and it seems like they would all be fun to hang out with. And that's kind of what I look for in characters, especially in animated properties, if I would like to hang out with them. Like, with Adventure Time, that's a show I really like. And with, like, Finn and Jake, they just seem like characters that I would like to hang out with. And it's the same thing with, like, the main 6 and also this new main 5. That they're just characters I'd like to hang out with. So, yeah, that's kind of why I like these characters, and Izzy especially.
Does this make you excited for the show?
If they put as much effort into the show as they did the movie, I'm sure it'll be great. Only problem for me is that so much of it is still a mystery. I feel like I could go either way in terms of whether or not I'd personally enjoy it. The movie exceeded my expectations, and I think the show is probably going to try to be... It's probably going to try to be just as good as Friendship is Magic, if not better. It probably won't have the same unique charm Friendship is Magic had, even like it had by accident in many ways. I don't think you can replicate that on purpose, so we'll see what kind of interesting stuff they go for in the series. I don't think it'll be bad. It's more a matter of whether or not I'll enjoy it, you know? Even if I don't enjoy it, it'll probably still be a great show. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see it. No matter where we go from here, whether good or bad, more Pony will be a bonus to what we already have from Friendship is Magic. So yeah, I'm excited and I look forward to seeing more Pony.
Yes, kind of. I'm hoping that if the G5 show goes the way I hope it goes, it's going to be making this movie make more sense.
I'm looking forward to it. I want to give it a go.
I don't know. It felt like a nice self-contained story. This movie is significantly higher budget than the show will ever be. They're like extremely furry and very good looking up close. They're probably not gonna accept really long render times for really long episodes, so therefore it's not gonna be as pretty. Yeah, I like these characters. Do I want to see a lot of them for an entire TV show? I mean, depends. I'd watch a few episodes, but I'm not necessarily hooked.
Oh, I am very excited for the G5 show now. I think the only thing that is worrying me right now, though, is what it's going to look like, because it's probably not going to have the movie budget. And the thing is, if like some of the voice actors return, though, a lot of the voice actors are part of the Netflix family or whatever, so they've been in a lot of projects that are part of Netflix, and Netflix has a ton of money. We've really reached a point in 3D animation where studios that aren't like Pixar or Disney can look as good as this. So that's exciting. But yeah, I really love the movie, and I'm very excited to see what they do with the show.
There's a lot of unanswered questions. Plus, like you said, there's characters that we haven't fully established in this whole scenario.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, we don't even know what exact kind of art medium this is going to be. There's going to be a lot of things to figure out with the show, but this was a good setup for it, in my opinion. I'm just saying, I feel like this was a pretty good start.
Yeah.
Now, this does make me very excited for a G5 show. If we get to find out what happened to Twilight and the others, I could see Argyle's notes leading Sunny. And that's one other thing I appreciate, though he got killed off screen in a classic Disney style. Argyle still played a part in the conclusion. I would very much like to see a G5 series expand outward, see what they do to reach out to the rest of Equestria. I really enjoyed seeing this movie. It has its flaws, it has a lot you can debate about the characters, but I was entertained and I'm excited for the new movie, and I greatly appreciate the effort the cast, the production crew put into this. So I'm looking forward to G5, I'm looking forward to future Bronies React.
I'm excited for the show. This movie definitely set my expectations high. They were somewhat low going to G5, me just being cautious of like, don't get too excited. Let's see what they offer first. And this movie was quite the way to kick down the door and say, yo, we're here with G5. The question is, can you take that quality you achieve with the writing and the story and the characters and the animation, can you transfer that into G4? Or, I'm sorry, G4, the TV show. With the music, with the visuals, with the writing, can you do that with a show? I hope G5, this series, is good, because I want to watch it. And this movie has me excited, so fingers crossed.
It makes me excited, but it makes me curious, because what I'm curious about is, like, first off, this is movie quality, so we're not gonna know if the movie quality is gonna pass on to the show. Since it's 2D, from what I've heard from rumors, that's gonna be a cool thing. Now I'm just worried about the voice actors coming back and if the music's gonna be that quality, because, like, again, getting used to these voices, I really like them, and I know most of them will come back, but, like, again, hopefully Netflix decides we're gonna put some money into this.
Yes, obviously, yes. The main concern I have for the show is mostly the visual integrity. Like, how is the animation gonna look compared to the movie? Well, probably not as good, but it depends on how much worse it's gonna be. I definitely do look forward to how they resolve a lot of questions this movie gave us. The bigger picture, too, with the G5 show is that it's carrying on the torch, and how it kept the fandom alive for years and years and years. There's a lot of good that can happen with the show, and I hope it can succeed.
Yes, especially if it's as beautiful as this was. Just really just nice to look at and like see the new lands and like the magic is just really pretty. They established a lot of things in the movie that I feel like, since they weren't explored in the movie, they must, be intending to explore them in the new show. And that's really good. That makes me excited. It is a continuation. So I hope to see, new creatures. I would love to see the griffins 3D animated and dragons and stuff like that as it goes on. And it can be an entirely new story while still maintaining ties and, paying homage to its predecessor. I think they did a good job with it. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more.
Yes, actually, this really makes me excited for the G5 show. I am actually really hyped for it. I'm excited to see where this show goes. I would love to see what actually happened to all the characters from G4. Because that's the thing, we still don't know how long it's actually been. I like when the characters are compelling. That's what it is. These characters are compelling. This is a very, very good foundation for where to start, and I can't wait to see where it goes. All the people who worked on the movie, you guys did, I love it. You guys just did phenomenal, and I feel like the whole fandom is just grateful for that.
I'm very excited for G4. I'm gonna watch this movie a lot more, I think, until the show comes out. So I hope you enjoyed us reacting to this, because I'm here to stay, I guess, Race. I'm sure you're going to have everybody else stay as well. We're trapped. Help us.
I'm allergic to, the middles of songs. I don't have a bit.
Little transformation.
That's her version of her O-face.
How many times? I'll be concussed by the time we're done. I ain't throwing that hard. Why do we have this many plushies, Mag? What the fuck? Oh, ow. Oh, I took off skin. Shit. It might be red after this. It might be red after this. I don't know.
Just when I thought I was out. 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 You bring me back. Oh shit! Just when I thought I was out. Just when I thought I was out.
What happened to Twilight's popcorn? I guess she needs a refill. Eat up, Twilight. She wants a refill. She's not going to settle for no props. She wants the real deal. Oh, look, more confetti. I've been recording for like 5 hours. I'm going to lose my mind.
Just when I thought I was out. Just when I thought I was out. Just when I thought I was out. Oh God, this is so stupid. Just when I thought I was out. 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 Just when I thought I was out.
I'm wearing light suspenders.
It is 3 in the morning right now. Okay.
Gosh, they have Vine. Never mind. They're the stupidest. Sorry. TikTok. Wow, I'm old. Sorry about this light on my face. There is nothing I can do about it. I'm not a Pegasus. I can't control the weather.
Sprout is like, I'm Sprout, 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 I'm Sprout. Please visit Maricorns and what the Please visit God damn it, I did it again. Segregation was a bad idea. No, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. She's got the best pony and average pony, and then like, well, I can't say that one because Rainbow Dash, fucking not Rainbow Dash, is race best. Race best. Race best. But okay, whatever. Let me try this again.